This is a demonstration to show how the Quikscribe Recorder can be used in a hands-free environment so that you can easily control recording and playback and management of your dictation files without having to have your hands on the keyboard or a mouse. And so we'll be using a 4-button foot control, and if we go to the help menu here, you'll see that there's an option that the software has recognized that we have a foot control connected to the computer. And I'll select foot control training. And it comes up with a tutorial explaining some of the functions of the foot pedal and what's available. And if I click on this one, I could tap it with my foot or with the mouse. You'll see that this button now has a drop-down menu, and we've assigned the function of record audio. So we've got a number of different functions here that we can assign, but typically this is what you would use. So here we have record audio, so I would click on that in order to start recording, and then we have some other options here that we can assign. So here I can say create a new file if no file is already open, so without having to go to the computer and select create a new file and then start recording, I can just immediately create a new file and start recording. And then there's also an option here for toggle button record mode. So if I select that, then if I hit the record button once, it will continue recording. I don't need to keep my foot on the pedal. If I don't have toggle button record mode on, then I need to keep my foot on that button in order to continue recording. Okay, over here I've got play audio, so if I want to review what I've listened to, then I can listen to that, and here we can say hold down to play, or it could just play on its own. And then rewind, and then we've got some options here: play after releasing, rewind, and also rewind position to last edit. Okay, so the last edit would be if I stopped recording, and then I could back up, and it would go to the prior location where I had stopped recording. And then finally, in this button, we have send file. And then we can also use the option to send current file, then automatically create a new file and start recording. And there's also an option here, so I can say hold the button for 1 second, or we'll say 2 seconds, to mark the file as urgent. And that notifies the transcriptionist that that file is stat and needs to be worked on immediately. So let's try this out. I'll go ahead and close the tutorial, and then I'm going to hit the record button, that one on the right, and I'll be recording now, and I'm using a separate microphone. And you can see that while we're recording, here's the audio input on the right, showing that I do have volume level receiving the input, and then the total audio length of the file is down here in the bottom right, and then this is the current position within the audio file. And I'm currently in overwrite mode, so we can be in overwrite, insert, or append mode. So insert, I can stop the recording and go to a previous location in the middle of the file or wherever, and then I can insert new dictation at that point. Or if I'm in append mode, then I will always append dictation at the end of the file. Okay, and I'll release the button, it stopped playing, and now I can hit the rewind button, and you'll see the marker has gone back to the beginning of the file, and it's playing. And then I can hit the play button and it will stop playback. I'm satisfied that this file is everything that I need, and so I can go ahead and send it to the transcriptionist. And I'll hit the send button, file sent, and there's confirmation. And now it's created a new file. It's identified with the user's initials or name and the unique number identifier that's generated automatically for each file that you create. And then we're ready to go from there.